Good morning, folks, and welcome back to Asbnr, the ASB TV dedicated to bringing you the good news in our community. I'm your host, Ryan Dargar. Starting off, a wholesome story. Avant Hartsfield, a food truck owner in Kearney Mesa, is determined to make sure that others stay healthy and don't go hungry through the pandemic. Even though he's been dealing with pandemic problems himself, he's been giving out healthy and allergy-free meals to those in need. He donates 20 to 50 meals per day. Hartsfield says, "I grew up knowing what it was like to feel hungry, not being able to know where your next meal is coming from. So now I'm on hyperdrive mode, trying to figure out how I can do more." Next up, a heartwarming story on how the USS Theodore Roosevelt gained hundreds of care packages and sincere cards to raise morale. The San Diego-based ship deployed in December, and through COVID, morale on the ship has been low. When one of the crew's wives, Rosalia West, sensed that their morale was low, she posted on a Facebook group asking for some care packages and donations. And the response she got was huge. Within 48 hours, she had tons of care packages and cards. She's shipping them out to the sailors, already having shipped 500 and hoping to ship hundreds more in the next weeks. West says, "They're all going through a hard time together, and they need to know that the people on shore care about them, appreciate them, and love them." ASB's school newspaper is on, and it's awesome. It's still going out every Sunday with Mr. Young's weekly address. You can submit an article yourself by following the instructions on the page of the OVMS website. We'll be having a Valentine's Week Spirit Week, and more information on that will be provided soon. This week, Alan made gummies. Here's the finished recipe, but if you want to watch how he made it and see the whole process, click in the link in the description below. There's an in-depth video on the recipe there. Hey guys, Ryan here, and today we're going to be interviewing Mrs. Shaughnessy. Now, as some of you may know, Mrs. Shaughnessy is going to be retiring on Wednesday, so we wanted to interview her and ask about some of her experiences here at Oak Valley. So, first off, Ms. Shaughnessy, what was your craziest experience here at Oak Valley?
Well, probably would have to be the day when the kids were all out doing a run on the trails and a beehive was disrupted and a whole bunch of kids got stung by bees.
Oh yeah, that must be crazy.
Many students, many times. So it was pretty chaotic in here. Teachers came in to help, staff came in to help. It was a pretty crazy day.
Yeah, that must have been crazy. What would you say would be the hardest part of doing your job?
Well, I think probably the hardest part is like when I have a student who is like hurt or is really not feeling well. It's so hard to wait for the parent to come pick them up because I just feel so bad for the student and I want them to hurry up and get to the doctor or to home, and it's really hard to wait. And then also, if the child is hurt, it's hard to wait to find out how are they doing afterwards. So patience is a little bit hard sometimes.
Yeah, it must be. In all of your time here at Oak Valley, what are you most proud of?
I think I'm most proud of, I think I've done a pretty good job here, and people seem to have confidence in me. Teachers seem to have confidence in the students and the parents, and it makes me proud to think that I was able to create a health office where people felt comfortable and confident that I would be able to take care of them here.
Yeah, you really have, and we're all gonna miss you. And speaking of missing you, Ms. Shaughnessy, you're retiring to go live in Hawaii, right? That's
Right.
exciting. So, what are you most excited to do in Hawaii?
Well, I think I'm most excited for exploring all the islands, and swimming in the ocean, and most of all, sitting on the lanai with my husband, watching the sunset over the ocean.
That sounds awesome. Well, this has been an awesome interview, and I feel like we've learned something about you, and I'm really glad. So it was great having you on this
Thank
ASBTV.
you.
Thanks for watching this week's ASBNR. We'll see you next episode.